I was hoping someone else had written about it before, but I tweeted this. CNN is now threatening any social channels that provide commentary on the debate, stating they will not allow the use outside of CNN. I said, commentary on a presidential debate is the epitome of fair use, and we fully intend to provide insight and real-time fact-checking Thursday live. So I'll recap the story for you guys that missed it. Earlier, last week, I received a message from YouTube, from a YouTube representative, saying they would like to speak with me on the phone about upcoming election season, to which I said, of course, we set a meeting. Earlier today, I had the phone call in which they said, in a manner of speaking, I'll paraphrase, that CNN had reached out to them because they know, you have tens of thousands of YouTube channels that do fact-checking and commentary on presidential debates. One of the issues they said is that this is not a Commission on Presidential Debates debate. It is a CNN copyrighted event or something to that effect, and they're requesting everybody reach out to them if they're going to, do, like rebroadcast or something. And I said, sure. And I was like, I can provide CNN that courtesy. I know Fox News will be simulcasting the debate. And however, I don't consider what we're doing it's not going to be a simulcast or a rebroadcast. It is going to be direct fact checking and commentary on the statements made by the president of the United States and the front runner for the 2024 election, which I believe is the epitome of fair use. So, but in a sign of good faith and goodwill, I reached out to the representative at CNN, to which YouTube connected me. And I said, hey, here's what we're going to be doing. This is how we're going to do it. Thank you. And the response was something, again, paraphrasing, but it was like confirming we are not allowing YouTubers to rebroadcast. Only certain, websites and our digital outlets will be allowed, blah, blah, blah. To which I responded, commentary and fact checking on presidential debates is the epitome of fair use. And we will do this. Hope that helps. My attitude was kind of like, hey, let's make sure they understand what we're doing beforehand. They have no legal leg to stand on. But this is really interesting. Now, I did put up a tweet for Elon Musk. Not that I expect him to answer in the immediate, but, Elon is... we're
on the show for a couple hours, Elon. If you want to give a live update, it'd be cool.
On X, Elon answers. He really does. He's very attentive to his customers, which are humans and not the advertisers for the most part, which I respect. And I said, question for Elon Musk, will live commentary and fact-checking shows for the CNN debate be taken down if CNN files a DMCA, or will X default to fair use and have the matter handled externally? We plan to simulcast. So here's how it works. On YouTube, if you, I'll put it this way. We commented live, and it's a bit of insult, but that's commentary too. The Republican presidential debates. We made fun of many of these people. We praised many of these people. We fact-checked them in real time. After the show had ended, I think it was a couple weeks later, Fox had filed, I believe it was Fox, right? It was Fox that announced they were going to be stopping this, takedowns on numerous videos. And I know David Pakman had gotten hit. We did, and we immediately countered. So the show, it goes down for a copyright and instantly goes back up. And I said, this is fair use unquestionably. Fox dropped their claim, no question. You're not going to make the argument that you can have presidential candidates talking about how they will affect the lives of 330 plus million people, and I can't tell those people they're wrong. That's insane. The issue with a live show is YouTube defaults to taking the show down. And if a live stream is ended, it is gone. That's it. It's in the middle of a live broadcast. So I'm wondering how X will handle this, because we intend to simulcast for this reason, because this is fair use, but we will likely be attacked by these big networks. Now, to the bulk of the story, which is the reason why they're doing this, I don't believe this is a money play. Apparently, I don't know if this is true, CNN is not charging money to the other networks that are distributing, in whatever way they are, I don't know which ways, the debate with Trump and Biden. If that's the case, it's a marketing play, I suppose, but then why provide rules to other networks, and why deny YouTubers the right to comment? Or they don't have the ability to deny that right, but why attempt to attack anybody who would? I think this is part of their CNN's pro-Democrat play. And of course, they're probably going to go after pro-Democrat personalities, don't get me wrong, but they want to instruct and control the narrative. They're going to shut off Trump's mic. They've already, we saw that this morning, Cassie cutting off the mic of Trump's press secretary. And the last thing they want is for other channels to watch the debate and say Biden is wrong. So this is why they're doing it outside of the Commission on Presidential Debates, because they're going to try and use every legal move they can to stop us from fact-checking this and calling out Joe Biden.
I mean, I think I could understand where there has to be a question of copyright. I think it's fair that you reached out to CNN per the request, but it does seem like ultimately this is about trying to retain viewers. You know, typically all of these presidential debates are not they are a chance to have a spike in viewership that they don't typically have, and fewer people are watching these events. And I think it's because of alternative platforms like YouTube, Rumble, X, where you can get better perspective than, you know, whoever MSNBC has on, let's say. And I wonder so I don't remember who's hosting the second debate in September.
There already is a second debate?
Yeah, there's 2 scheduled. Typically, there are 3 presidential debates.
Well, yeah, but those are the Commission on Presidential Debates.
Right. And so Biden said, we'll do 2. And so it was like, that was when I was like, because you're tired already. But there's
thinking about
you're tired thinking about it. So there should be one in September. I don't remember if there's which network is hosting, but there is a level for Trump of like, let's just get the CNN one out of the way, right? Like he is better in debate anyways, and the campaign is going in knowing that maybe the mainstream platform that dislikes them more is first, knowing that a lot of their support is online, really.
It could be both, though, right? Like there's this attempt to retain viewers, but also this attempt to shut down alternative viewpoints.
Their competition
about it, yeah. Well, and even more than competition, you know, I think some of the most popular YouTubers are going to be talking about this in ways that CNN wouldn't want.
Yeah, I don't get the sense that this is about viewership so much as it's about controlling narrative. I really don't think that CNN has as much concern with viewership as they do with access. Because if they have access to the presidency, if they have access to the administration, if they have access to the bureaucracy, money doesn't matter.
How much?
Good.
How much do you want to bet the Democrats reached out to CNN and said, we will do the CNN debate outside of the commission, but we expect you to control copyright?
There would be zero surprise.
They absolutely had a whole list of rules like that. Well, we even know they did, right? With the rules for how Biden would go about it and what would be allowed and what wouldn't.
But I think we should. I really do want to focus on the access part. Like this isn't about whether or not CNN is going to have the viewers the viewership that alternative sources would have or their competition would. This is about making sure that the narrative that gets to the normies, the independent voters, the people that are undecided. This is about making sure that the narrative that they hear is the one that CNN wants. Mm-hmm. We saw already Snopes just came out recently talking about how the Very Fine People hoax was actually a hoax. If you go to Snopes now, it says it says that it was a hoax, and they're listing it as false. Now this is a big deal, and the administration knows it. The people that are in positions of power that do control the narrative or have a strong desire to control the narrative that the average normie hears, they are extremely motivated, not monetarily, but definitely by power and access, to continue to support the narrative that is set forth by the administration.
Right, and the administration, I mean, we saw this from Axios last week, they consider this election to be on a viral battlefield, right? Because of all these videos of Biden having gas and stumbling around and looking old. I think ultimately the big fear of the Biden-Harris campaign and therefore the DNC is that alternative media will immediately clip any sort of gaffe and get it out faster. So if we're allowed to rebroadcast it, it means that it basically continues this idea that like it's actually Trump supporters who are able to make things go viral and not the Democrats. And so therefore having it rebroadcast makes it that much more likely that any issue Biden had gets there faster. If you're not allowed to rebroadcast it, you have to wait for, them to release it in some way. Then probably they wouldn't release anything that was unflattering to Biden, or at least they would hold it for as long as possible.
What Fox did last time was different, right? Because I remember, in terms of sharing clips of the debate, we were having concerns about doing that from a media perspective. Fox's situation was different, right?
Well, Fox had said something like, you are not allowed to rebroadcast or whatever. But there's a big difference between, this is what they do, right? They're going to say, you better not rebroadcast. Mm-hmm. And it's like, don't worry, we won't. We're fact checking and commenting, which is fair use. So thank you and have a nice day. Yeah. It's wholly transformative. It's public commentary. It's public participation. That's why Fox backed down in the end. Look, if somebody launches a YouTube stream which just clones CNN's broadcast without any commentary or anything, fine. I mean, that's just taking their stream. I respect that. But what they're trying to do is prevent people from calling out politicians by trying to associate the two as being the same.
Yeah.
Oh, you're rebroadcasting. No, we're providing commentary and criticism. Outright fact checking. Like, that is the utmost importance, because you know it's going to, I guarantee you, they're not going to fact check Biden on that stage.
No.
If Donald Trump says Joe Biden cut a deal with the president of Ukraine to fire a prosecutor in exchange for $1 billion in loan guarantees, it just so happened that that prosecutor was investigating a company where his son worked, they're going to say, cut his mic.
Yeah.
We're going to say, here's the video proving it.
I already have images of Trump literally just like us watching while he says things with no audio. I feel like that's going to be half of the debate.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to be cutting him off. They're going to be doing. I mean, they're going to do the same thing that they did to. I believe they did it to Romney, where they were saying that no. I forget who it was that made the remark, but it was during one of the debates, and they were, countering what Romney said, and they were wrong. Right? CNN was incorrect. They said, no, this is not true. Something about that Mitt Romney said. And I wish that I remember the specifics. But they do this. Like, this is the norm nowadays. And it's been normal for 15 years now, since Barack Obama. Right? This is not the idea that this is something that's out of the ordinary anymore. That's a ridiculous idea. The idea that there is a legacy media outlet that has any interest in providing actual factual information, that has gone out the window, and it went out the window over a decade ago.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.